Okay, Medicaid. This is a question and a topic that comes up a lot in personal injury settlements, and one that can be a little bit tricky. So let me just kind of break it down as easily and quickly as I can in the two general types of Medicaid that exist. So if you've got a client that's on Medicaid and you're settling a personal injury case, in general they're going to be on one of two types of Medicaid. They're going to be on MAGI-based Medicaid, which stands for Modified Adjusted Gross Income-based Medicaid, or income-based Medicaid, or they're going to be on disability-based Medicaid. So if your client's receiving income-based Medicaid just because they have very low income and they meet the guidelines, but they're not disabled, generally sending them a settlement check isn't going to affect those Medicaid benefits, because a settlement check is considered an asset, not income. And because they're on income-based Medicaid, Medicaid only looks at their income for eligibility. If they're disabled, if they're receiving Social Security disability or supplemental security income, and they're on Medicaid, then they're most likely going to be on a disability-based Medicaid program. And disability-based Medicaid is asset-based and income-based. So by sending your client a settlement check, you're going to put them most likely over the asset limit for eligibility for a disability Medicaid. And that's going to get them kicked off of Medicaid, and that's what you want to avoid. There are differences in each state. It's a federally and state kind of funded and administered program, so each state has different waiver programs and different issues. So anytime you have a client that's on Medicaid, I think it's worth giving somebody a call that can help you work through exactly which type of Medicaid your client's on so that you don't make that mistake. In fact, we got this question so often from so many attorneys, we've developed an online screening process that we allow firms to use at no cost or a very little cost that will screen your clients for the types of government benefits they're receiving and then help triage which benefits they're receiving and whether they're needs-based or not needs-based, so that we can then help you determine, does this client need further planning through a special needs trust or some other vehicle, or are you okay to go ahead and send that client the settlement funds without fearing that they're going to lose their Medicaid eligibility? So if you have any questions about that, if you have a client receiving Medicaid, give us a call. We can hook you up with that assessment, or we can just talk it through over the phone.